Jurassic World is an incredibly interesting LEGO theme, and that is for both LEGO collectors and fans and builders, but also for LEGO investors and those of us who invest in LEGO sets to watch the values go up over time. This is a theme that is kind of hit or miss. Some of the sets in this theme have been incredible investments, and then there are other sets in this theme that were not so great, and so you've got to do a little bit of research and kind of learn which are the best ones to invest in. And there's a lot of really interesting characteristics about the LEGO Jurassic World theme. For example, some of the dinosaurs can go up in value significantly over time, and this can lead to really interesting valuations on Bricklink, which for those of you who don't know is a place where you can sell Lego parts. You can open up the box, you can sell all the parts, and some of those dinosaurs sell for pretty good money, and especially after they become scarce and rare. And Jurassic World, of course, is where you can get those dinosaurs packaged in the boxes with the Lego sets, and there's a collectability factor. So a lot of Lego fans are collecting the different dinosaurs and building out their Jurassic Park, Jurassic world. Now this can lead to some interesting dynamics here. So for example, in some of these videos I talk about price per piece. That is where we look at the price of a Lego set and then the number of pieces that are in the box. For Jurassic World, we need to be aware that some of the parts inside of the box are worth more than a typical Lego brick, right? So we got to factor that in when we're thinking about things like price per piece and the value that you get inside of each of these sets. And also the supply and demand can be influenced by things like the movies coming out. And we know right now there's no more Jurassic World movies on the horizon. I'm sure that there will be more made in the future, but there has not been any recent announcements. The Jurassic World trilogy ended with Dominion that came out last year. So as of right now, we don't know when the next Jurassic World based movies will come out. And typically when the movie comes out, that's when you see other kind of media being created as well, such as video games that coincide with the movie. And all of this stuff can help to lift popularity of this entire series with a lot of marketing and a lot of attention going to it. So will that happen again in the future for Jurassic World? I definitely think that sometime down the road they're going to revamp, they're going to probably have another trilogy of movies because it is too big of a world and an IP, and there are too many fans to let that be the end of it. Now, will there be more Jurassic Park movies in the future that can help to spur up a lot of this excitement and demand again? I think that there probably will be. As of right now, I don't think there's been anything really announced, and so over the next couple of years it's unlikely that we're going to see any of that. There could of course be TV shows and different things announced because a lot of brands are moving in that direction of creating TV shows, so we might see something like that happen. But as of right now, we don't have anything announced, and so that can mean that the demand on Lego sets that are related to Jurassic Park and Jurassic World may come down a little bit over the next few years when they don't have as many things to spur up the excitement. But these sets are still beloved. There are still so many fans out there. That is the reason we even have an entire Lego theme dedicated to them. And aside from just fans of the movies, there are also fans of this Lego theme in general. There are fans who have been collecting this over the years and they want to continue to add to their collection and build this out. Some of the sets in this theme have been really amazing over the last couple of years with tons of playability and a lot of focus on the different dinosaurs and the different scenes from the movies that were depicted. So let's have a quick look at some Lego sets in this theme that are disappearing off of the shelves this year. We are losing 7 sets from the Jurassic World theme in December this year, so they are going to be leaving the shelves for a good, completely retired. So first up we have TRex Breakout. Now this set, in my opinion, is one of the best sets that was ever released in this theme, and that is of course because I'm nostalgic about Jurassic Park, and Jurassic Park is actually rare in terms of showing up in this theme because most of the sets are around Jurassic World, which is the latest 3 movies in this universe. And Jurassic Park never really had its own theme, but it does kind of show up in a couple of places in the Jurassic World Lego theme. This is one of those places. It is TRex Breakout, which shows one of those really important scenes from the first Jurassic Park movie. It is set number 76956, 1212 pieces, which when you look at this picture, it does not look like a 1200 piece set, right? It looks like it's a bit smaller. It's actually quite a large set, a lot bigger than it really looks here, and you can kind of tell by looking at the size of the minifigures when compared to everything else. But 1200 pieces to create this kind of diorama type set that you'd put on your shelf, that gives it a ton of detail. And I just love the detail here because you have the 2 Jeeps, of course, which again are very iconic in the Jurassic Park world. The T-Rex, the buildable T-Rex, I think the detail is really good on the T-Rex. I think it looks great here. But the background for me is some of the best parts of it, right? With the jungle parts there and then the broken fence, I just love how that all looks and how everything ties together. You of course have some of the most important minifigures in the entire Jurassic World universe with these characters from the first movie, and I love everything about this set. I also love the way the T-Rex kind of has his foot on one of the upside down Jeeps. It just looks so great. So minifigure count is 4 and the price per piece is 8 cents because I think that the value on this is really, really great. It's a $100 set. And so with the 1,200 parts, that's a really good value in general. Some people may not think that it's worth $100 because when you first glance at the picture, it doesn't look like a $100 set. When you think about $100, you might think of more like a creator expert vehicle, or, you know, like the Razor Crest Mandalorian. I know that's $140, but that's kind of where your mind goes when you're talking about that price range of Lego sets, and you're thinking less about dioramas. But the diorama Star Wars sets are not that far from this price point either, right? So I think at first people might not see the value they're getting in this, but in reality the value is incredible. 8 cents price per piece is really great, and just what you're getting here is great. 1,200 pieces. It was released in April 2022, so it's going to have a pretty short shelf life. It's going to be on the shelves for around a year and a half, and then it's going to retire in December. Now, the other thing I love about this set is that it was exclusive, at least in the United States, it was exclusive to Target. So this is not a set that you can go out and get in every different retail store, and so that could mean it's going to be a little harder to find for Lego investors at quantities, and also there's going to be less fans that are going to have a chance to pick this up if they typically do the shopping in other retail stores. So that is T-Rex Breakout. In my opinion, an incredible set. I love this one. It is one of my favorites in this theme that we've ever seen. T-Rex Breakout is retiring in December. So next up we have Triceratops Pickup Truck Ambush. This is set number 76950. Now we've had other Triceratops based sets that are quite similar to this. I actually invested in one that was previous. It wasn't really my best investment, and so I'm not going to be going heavy into this one, but if you can get this at great prices, of course, that's where you reconsider some of these things. It is set number 76950 with 210 pieces in the box and 4 minifigures, 21 cents price per piece. And this is what I was saying before, where the price per piece values on Jurassic World sets can get dragged up a little bit because of the value of some of the dinosaurs and the minifigs and different things that can impact that, because they are more valuable parts than a small little brick. And so we got to factor that in when we're thinking about things like price per piece and different themes. It can vary, right? And instead of comparing the price per piece of Jurassic Park or Jurassic World sets against something like the Lego art sets, which typically have a very, very low price per piece, that's not a fair comparison, because again, the value of each part inside Jurassic World is greater than the value of each part inside a Lego art set. Instead of doing that, you should really be thinking about price per piece within the theme and compare the sets against each other to see what the intrinsic value, or, you know, the value of the number of piece count to the price is within the theme, because then they all kind of have the same elements or factors. The MSRP of $45 here, it seems a little bit high for what you get, right? You really just get 2 vehicles and the dinosaur and 4 minifigures. In my opinion, this looks a little high of $45. It probably would be better maybe down at 35 or at maximum 40, but you know, $45. Released in April 2022, retiring in December of 2023, a year and a half on the shelf. So that is Triceratops Pickup Truck Ambush. Next up we have the T-Rex and Entrada Dinosaur Breakout. This is another one of those breakout type sets. There's been a ton of them in this theme, where we have kind of dinosaurs breaking out of things, whether it's cages or fences or trucks. So this is set number 76948, piece count of 466. It is another depiction of the T-Rex, and it is the most sought after dinosaur, of course, in this world. And wherever we get T-Rex, we get attention. It is 4 minifigures and a price per piece of 21 cents. Same thing we just talked about. It can be a little bit inflated on this theme. MSRP of $100. Now that is, in my opinion, a little high on this one. This doesn't look like a $100 set to me. 466 parts, even with the dinosaurs that you're getting here, that of course are worth more. It's still a quite high MSRP for a 466 part set, because again, you know, the number of parts in the set really tells us how good of a build it's gonna be, because you know, that is what we're doing here. We're building Lego sets, and the detail is really told to us by the number of pieces in the box. And 466 pieces, I think you'll get through that build very, very quickly, and you might feel like it wasn't worth 100. That's just my opinion, of course. I think this would have been better priced a good bit lower. Released April 2022, same as the last 2 we've just looked at, retiring December 2023 for a shelf life of just over a year and a half. So that is T-Rex and Entrada Dinosaur Breakout. All right, moving into the next one here, and this is the Quetzalcoatl. I think that's how to pronounce that. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Quetzalcoatl Plain Ambush. Set number 76947 with 306 pieces, 3 minifigures, and a 15 cents price per piece. So we have a little bit more going on here in terms of the piece count to MSRP ratio. The MSRP is 45. So 45 here, you're getting the big plane, 3 minifigs, and the dinosaur. Released April 2022, retiring December 2023. And then moving into the next one, we have the Triceratops Dinosaur Bike Chase. I love bike chases. I don't know why. Set number 76945 with 169 parts and 2 minifigures. This is one of those cheaper sets, and I do like those cheaper kind of sets that are add-ons almost. If you buy one of the bigger sets, you're going to get a handful of those smaller sets as complements, different characters, different things shown here. You do get the dinosaur, the Triceratops. You also get 2 minifigures for $20. So that makes for a pretty good price per piece, pretty good value. I think that when you look at the value that you're getting in this box for $20, it's pretty good. April 2022 release date, retiring December of 2023. Next up we have the Pteranodon Chase. This is set number 76943. Once again, not the first time we've seen a similar kind of set based around the Pteranodon. 94 parts, 2 minifigures. Now this is quite a basic set, $20 purchase price at 21 cents price per piece, just 94 pieces. Same release date, so it was released in the same wave of these previous sets we've looked at, April 2022, and retiring in December of 2023. So that is the Pteranodon Chase, also retiring this year. And then the last one we have retiring here is the crossover between Jurassic World and Duplo. This is the Dinosaur Nursery, set number 10938, 27 pieces, 1 minifigure. It's not really a minifigure, but 1 figure, 74 cents price per piece, because Duplo sets always have a crazy price per piece that it's not really worth even thinking about price per piece at that point. $20 purchase price for just 27 pieces, but of course there is a huge appetite and market for Duplo sets, and you know, it's not so much about detail at that point, right? It's about the fun colors and characters and the playability that you're getting. So this is quite a fun set, to be honest, and whenever you cross Duplo with animals, with farm animals or dinosaurs and different things, you know, it can actually be a pretty good investment, and we've seen over time, we've seen really good investments in that world, and Duplo is often overlooked by Lego investors, is often overlooked, of course it's overlooked by collectors and fans who are kind of AFOLs and focused on more detail oriented sets. But if you're a Lego investor, Duplo is worth looking a little more at. Dinosaur Nursery is retiring this year, so that's also released in April 2022, retiring December 2023. So 7 Jurassic World sets retiring in December, some of them much better than others in terms of investment potential, some of them incredible for collectors and fans and builders. The TRex Breakout, I think I might buy for personal build because I love how it looks. I just want to put that on a shelf. But let me know, are you buying any of the Jurassic World sets? Drop a comment down below. Let's get that discussion going. And if you want to get in on the communities, we also have a completely free Facebook group. So I've got a link in the description down below where you can jump into our completely free Facebook group to talk about Lego investing in there and learn from the community. So grab that link down below. And thank you so much for being here. Once again, I'm Shane from brickbox.net, and I will see you in the next one.